All right, everyone, settle in, because the news cycle is spinning faster than ever, and we've got the unmissable updates you need to stay ahead. From surprising family dynamics to high-stakes ventures, the world is buzzing with stories you absolutely have to hear. Get ready for the inside scoop, the trending topics, and the moments that are defining our conversations. This is the Roger Report, and we're diving deep into what matters right now. First up, a prominent figure seems to be making some pointed remarks about their famous family. We're talking about a situation that's got everyone talking, with subtle jabs and public appearances that hint at a deeper narrative. Is this a passing comment or a sign of things to come? We've got the details on this developing story that's keeping us all guessing. Then, we shift gears to a fascinating comparison that's drawing parallels between high-profile individuals, exploring how connections and public perception can shape narratives. It's a deep dive into influence and legacy, and you won't want to miss this perspective. Next, we're witnessing a striking display of lifestyle choices in a popular vacation spot, with a significant contrast in how two prominent families are experiencing it. The visuals are stunning, and the underlying message is sparking a lot of discussion about priorities and public image. And finally, we're looking at the world of sports and celebrity ownership, with a look at a potential career move that could have seen a well-known athlete swap one high-profile project for another. What could have been, and what does it mean for the future? Stick around, because you're about to find out. Don't go anywhere, we've got it all covered, and you won't want to miss a second. Make sure you're subscribed and the notification bell is on so you never miss an update. Family feud fueled. Brooklyn Beckham appears to have delivered another pointed remark concerning his well-known parents, David and Victoria Beckham, during a recent video collaboration with celebrated chef Mitchell Roux Jr., suggesting a potential continuation of a notable family discord. The 26-year-old, who frequently showcases his culinary endeavors online, was joined by the world-renowned Roux in the kitchen to prepare a gammon dish, incorporating Brooklyn's recently launched hot sauce brand, Cloud 23. For this special collaboration, the aspiring chef traveled from his residence in Los Angeles to London, specifically to film the culinary segment within the kitchen of the Wigmore restaurant at the Langham Hotel. Despite spending a relatively limited amount of time in the United Kingdom this year, the photographer utilized his infrequent return to make what many perceive as a jab at his reportedly estranged family. During the clip, which was shared on Instagram, Brooklyn explicitly stated that the meal was the sole reason he would make a trip back to the UK. This comment comes at a time when Brooklyn and his family were last documented together on Boxing Day 2024, and it appears he has not spent any time with them in the UK since that occasion. The former photographer, who married in 2022, reportedly missed an opportunity to connect with his father in May during a visit to London for a new campaign, even though David was nearby, attending the Chelsea Flower Show. The campaign, for the fashion brand Moncler, included a segment where Brooklyn was filmed walking down a street with his wife, Nicola Peltz, for the advertisement, which was described as a love letter to London. Adding to the proximity, the couple, who made a discreet trip for this work commitment, were situated only 2 miles away from the Beckham family residence in Holland Park, West London. During their joint culinary effort, Roux presented the gammon dish accompanied by a fried egg and shoestring fries, admitting his own meticulous attention to detail, stating he was at the point of OCD where he desires everything to have a visually appealing presentation, adding, "You know, that's the artistic bit of me, isn't it? I suppose." Upon the dish's completion, the professional chef confidently predicted it would be a hot seller and would be flying out of the kitchen. Brooklyn's immediate response was a quip, "I'm definitely going to just come to London to have that," a statement widely interpreted as a veiled reference to his family. Roux then added, "And a pint," before the pair were observed enjoying their meal together at the bar, complete with a Guinness. The ongoing family friction has led to reports from friends of the 26-year-old, who claim he isn't Brooklyn anymore, expressing significant concern about the impact of these circumstances. It has also been reported that his close friends were excluded from his vow renewal ceremony, which saw over 200 guests in attendance, notably excluding his own family, who reportedly learned about the event through social media. The aftermath has left friends feeling anxious, with one source telling the press about the fear, worry, and utter devastation felt by those close to Brooklyn, as detailed by the Mirror. They further revealed that a point has now been reached where it's actually no longer about a feud. There is much confusion, fear, worry, and utter devastation that this happened without Brooklyn telling any of his family. Far from fueling a feud, it is just very, very worrying for everyone who loves him. They are worried about what is going on over there in the States. But is this just a fleeting comment, or a deeper sign of shifting family dynamics? We'll explore the surprising comparisons being drawn between prominent figures next. Family ties tested. Brooklyn Beckham has seemingly delivered a significant blow to his parents, David and Victoria Beckham, by reigniting what appears to be a considerable family feud. The eldest son of the renowned couple has reportedly been at odds with his parents and brothers, Romeo and Cruz, for a substantial portion of the year. Now, in a recently released video, he has made what is perceived as another subtle dig at his family as their public disagreements continue to unfold. Aspiring chef Brooklyn was participating in a cooking video alongside the acclaimed chef Mitchell Roux, primarily to promote his hot sauce brand, Cloud 23. During the session, Mitchell Roux guided Brooklyn through the preparation of gammon, demonstrating how his hot sauce could enhance the flavor of the dish. For the filming of this segment, Brooklyn traveled from his home in Los Angeles to London, with the intention of creating culinary content at the Wigmore restaurant located within the Langham Hotel. However, Brooklyn was particularly keen to emphasize that his sole purpose for returning to the UK was to film this video, stating that enjoying the prepared meal was his only reason for being in London. This statement has been interpreted as a pointed remark directed at his family, all of whom continue to reside in London. This incident follows Brooklyn's previous visit to London, which coincided with his father David's 50th birthday celebrations. Despite being in the city, he notably did not attend any of the events. In the video clip, Brooklyn is seen reflecting on past experiences, telling Mitchell Roux, "I used to have this every Tuesday night. I love gammon. You can't go wrong with gammon, egg, and chips." After they successfully prepared the dish, Mitchell Roux commented that it would be flying out the kitchen, to which Brooklyn responded, "I'm definitely going to just come to London to have that." This remark is seen as a further subtle jab at his family. It comes as Brooklyn and his wife, Nicola Peltz, remain reportedly estranged from the wider Beckham family circle, with a series of social media unfollows and blocks fueling widespread rumors of an intense family war. Earlier this month, Brooklyn and Nicola renewed their wedding vows in an extravagant ceremony that was officiated by Nicola's father, Nelson Peltz. Shockingly, the couple reportedly failed to extend invitations to Brooklyn's brothers, Romeo and Cruz, and his parents, David and Victoria, as well as his sister Harper, were also absent from the celebrations. This significant snub occurred after months of perceived social media swipes between the parties involved. The couple, who initially married in April 2022 after a 3-year courtship, reportedly exchanged vows again at the beginning of August 2025 in a vow renewal ceremony. Photos shared by the couple on Instagram depict them surrounded by Nicola's family and friends, with the ceremony itself being officiated by Nicola's father, Nelson Peltz, who is 83 years old. A source close to the situation shared with Beckham Buzz their perspective on David and Victoria's reaction to the vow renewal, having reportedly discovered the ceremony details through a U.S. website. The source stated, "This was the final kick in the teeth for David and Victoria. Seeing Nelson, Nicola's father, having such a pivotal role at the ceremony was heartbreaking for David especially. Not one member of the 30-plus extended family knew about the wedding or were invited. His grandparents are devastated too, as Brooklyn has always been so close to them. Could this be a sign of deeper rifts and shifting allegiances within the family? We're about to explore a striking visual contrast in vacation lifestyles that's causing quite a stir. Luxury yacht contrast sparks debate. Brooklyn Beckham has been observed navigating the same waters as his father, former soccer star David Beckham, but aboard a significantly more opulent vessel, according to reports from The Sun. Brooklyn's in-laws, Nelson and Claudia Peltz, reportedly chartered the expansive 260-foot yacht named Project X, with a weekly rental cost of approximately $1.6 million. David and his wife, Victoria Beckham of Spice Girls fame, arrived in the same Saint-Tropez port just 2 days later, sailing on their own yacht, the 130-foot Seven. An anonymous source was quoted by The Sun, stating, "Brooklyn's yacht dwarfs the one owned by David and Victoria. It's a financial flex." Further details from Yacht Charter Fleet indicate that Project X is equipped to accommodate 12 guests across 9 cabins and is serviced by a crew of 28. Its amenities include a swimming pool, sauna, hot tub, helipad, spa, and gym. The yacht has a top speed of 18 knots and a substantial fuel capacity of over 78,000 gallons. In contrast, Seven is described as a Riva 130 Bellissima. Nautica Present reports that it accommodates 10 guests in 5 cabins and is managed by a crew of 7. It boasts a top speed of 22 knots and features a jacuzzi, a swim platform, and a dedicated garage for a tender, a jet ski, and a sea bob. The reported price tag for Seven is $20 million. The Sun suggests that a widening rift between Brooklyn and his parents is contributing to this conspicuous display of wealth. The juxtaposition of these two vessels in the same exclusive location has ignited discussions about family dynamics and financial positioning. While the Beckhams own a substantial yacht, the sheer scale and luxury of the vessel chartered by the Peltz family appear to overshadow it, leading to interpretations of a deliberate statement. Beyond the immediate family comparison, the article touches upon broader environmental concerns related to luxury travel. It's noted that such extravagant travel can place a significant strain on infrastructure and the environment. One study cited suggests that a megayacht can generate more emissions in a single year than the average European resident would over 585 years. Furthermore, the report highlights that many yachts are not constructed with optimal environmental efficiency. These emissions contribute to increasingly severe weather patterns, including floods and droughts, which in turn negatively impact crop yields, elevate grocery prices, and exacerbate the home insurance crisis. The article also briefly mentions potential solutions, such as individuals opting for lower-impact travel methods like rail travel. On a larger scale, it points to legislative efforts, such as cities like Venice and Cannes working towards banning massive cruise ships, as examples of how authorities are beginning to address polluting forms of travel. This stark difference in luxury travel is certainly sparking conversation, isn't it? Stay with us as we look at a potential career move that could have seen a sports star switch between high-profile projects. Wrexham transfer talk, a different direction. The veteran striker is reportedly on the verge of securing a move away from the North Wales club before the summer transfer window concludes. Wrexham manager Phil Parkinson has commented on the situation, stating, "I had a good chat with Ollie Palmer. He needs to go and play, he knows that. Ollie has been brilliant for us, a great servant. Of course, he wants to stay and be a part of it. I have always said to him, I've got so much respect for what you've done in terms of as a player." Palmer's playing time diminished last season, with him falling down the pecking order at the racecourse ground, similar to fellow forward Paul Mullen. However, he did manage to score twice coming off the bench in Wrexham's exciting Carabao Cup victory over Hull City on August 12th, which might be remembered as his final significant contribution to the club's journey, a journey that has seen them achieve 3 successive promotions. Despite this, reports from SportsBoom suggest that speculation linking Palmer with a move to Salford City is unfounded. Had Palmer made the move to Greater Manchester, he would have effectively swapped the ownership of Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney at Wrexham for that of David Beckham and Gary Neville at Salford. This is because Salford also boasts its own documentary series, which is considered a rival to the widely popular Welcome to Wrexham phenomenon. This potential switch would have represented a move from one high-profile, docuseries-backed sports venture to another. Several other clubs have reportedly expressed interest in the 33-year-old Palmer. These clubs include Swindon Town, Crawley Town, Bristol Rovers, and Sheffield Wednesday. Palmer is recognized as a proven goalscorer and a hardworking option capable of leading the line effectively for any team in the English Football League, EFL. His experience and consistent performance level make him an attractive prospect for clubs looking to strengthen their attacking options. The possibility of him joining a club with a significant media presence such as Salford with its own documentary, highlights the evolving landscape of sports ownership and its intersection with entertainment. The decision for Palmer to seek more regular playing time is understandable given his career stage, and it will be interesting to see where his next move takes him, especially considering the various high-profile options that might arise from clubs associated with celebrity ownership. It's always fascinating to see how career paths can intersect with major celebrity ventures, isn't it? That wraps up our top stories for today. All right, everyone, that's a wrap on another packed episode of the Roger Report. We've seen potential family friction, surprising lifestyle contrasts, and intriguing career possibilities. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe for more unmissable updates, hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment, drop a comment below with your thoughts on today's stories, and follow us on all our social channels to stay connected. We'll see you next time.